Welcome back. Hey, you know, on November the 12th, a benefit concert for hurricane relief will take place right here in our neighborhood at Levenger Theater. And joining us with the details to share her story, we have concert producer and a music director. She'll tell you more. Linnette Harrigan is here. We welcome you guys to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you don't only come by yourself. You have a number of people working with you. You have a team.
Yes, I have a team.
You can give them a shout out right off the bat. Who's working with you?
Yes, well, headlining our show is Melba Moore, Miss Melba Moore. She'll be singing some uplifting songs in tribute to the victims of the Caribbean, especially the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of reggae and soca and Latin music as well as R&B. And we're hoping to get a lot of support, a lot of fundraising for the victims. And we have our charities, Community Foundation of Virgin Islands, as well as United for Puerto Rico.
You can sit in the stands and just close your eyes and it'll take you right back to your favorite island, right?
Yes, all the classics. We're going to hear tributes to Bob Marley as well as Tito Puente, and just, you know, all of that music that represents those regions.
Makes you want to pick up a pina colada or something and just, you know, feel the sun and hear the waves and
yes.
And that little breeze every now and then when you're on an island. You know?
Yes.
I want to go.
Yes, good.
But yes, we have to do some things, you know, because our lovely lands have been destroyed, and we send our prayers out to all those who were displaced or were bothered by this hurricane and these events.
Yes.
So you decided to come together and do some special things. Tell us more about it.
Well, I've been in the music industry for about over 20 years. I worked as an artist, but then later on I became more involved in the business side. I work as a music supervisor, I work as a producer, I work with television and film, and also with live stage. So, but natively my family is from the Virgin Islands. Oh, so we were heavily affected. A number of them, my relatives, lost their homes. And when I got this information, I decided that I was going to do something, because I really didn't see a lot of Virgin Islands in the media, in the news. So I really felt bothered by that, and I decided I was going to do something more.
You think people were waiting to see who's going to do what?
I think that it was so much emphasis on Houston as well as Miami that Virgin Islands was forgotten, especially Virgin Islands, because of the fact that it is a commonwealth, it's an island, and as well as Puerto Rico, and you forget that it's a part of the United States. It's very easy to do that.
No, you still have family living in the island.
Absolutely,
your cousin?
Absolutely. One of my cousins is the superintendent of schools there, Dionne Wells.
Well, let's see if we can bring her in. Can we contact her? See if we can bring in Dionne Wells.
We have sustained some form of damage, some more severe than others. Out of my 15 schools, I would say maybe 5 of them have severe damage. The others are damaged where they may have lost the roof on one building, but we're able to do some minor repairs so that the other buildings can be used to house classes for school. Right now we're in the process of conducting an assessment, because after Hurricane Maria passed, it kind of threw us back and we have to start from zero again. So our staff they'll be coming in on Monday, tomorrow, and we're going to do an assessment. We're trying to see how we can begin school to get a sense of normal feedback to the territory. Unfortunately, now it's more than just the St. Thomas, St. John district. Now St. Croix district is also affected.
Dionne Wells on the line, superintendent of the Virgin Islands Schools. Wow, there's a lot of work ahead.
A lot of work.
But this concert will help out at those in those areas. Right?
Absolutely. It doesn't sound, when I spoke to her last night, it didn't sound like a lot of the funding is getting there. So, and she said anything, you know, they welcome any kind of help that they can get right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much money raised in times of disaster, and that's one of the problems that, you know, getting it to a reputable area,
Yes.
a reputable company, or somebody who can make sure that this money gets to where it needs to go.
I think another part of it too is that there's so many areas that are affected, you know, so many different parts of the country that it's just, there's a lot of money that needs to happen.
Schools, infrastructure, all those things. I
Yes.
mean, people need
Yes, and it's
simple
going to be
items.
it's going to be months before they really start to see any
Yeah,
real progress.
We're in Jamaica, Queens, and we're collecting water. How important water is. I mean,
Yes.
it's more important than oil.
Yes.
You know, when
yes.
people need water, you can only live but so long without water.
And they're relocating. They're not. A lot of them not staying in the area because the area is not livable. You can't live there right now.
Yeah, I think one of the ministers got up there and said that one of Barbuda, he said that island is uninhabitable.
Totally. Yeah. It's gone.
So there's a lot. I spoke to somebody from St. Thomas too.
St. Thomas
right up
is.
there.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
family there as well.
Yeah, that was pretty hard too. All right, so give us some more information on the concert, on how we can raise money and what we can do.
Okay.
As a
Well.
matter of fact, I'll give you this camera right here.
Okay. Well, my website is www.concertforcaribbean.com. Concert, CONCERT, for Caribbean, CARIBBEAN.com. If you can go there. You can find all the information on all of the artists that are featured that night. We have tickets that are for sale right now. It's going to be at the Levington Theater. It's going to be a great show. So excited. And again, we have our charities there, which is a community for Foundation of the Virgin Islands, as well as United for Puerto Rico. Those are our main charities. And that's about it.
And is there a website? Did you put together a website?
Yeah, the website is www.concertforcaribbean.com.
There you go. Give her a big hand, everybody. Linnette Harrigan, music and entertainment specialist, producer, benefit concert for Caribbean hurricane relief. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
All right, we have to take a quick break right here, but coming up, we'll take a look at immigration and how groups are working to educate the community. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with